The rewards I take with me into retirement is the friends I've made along the way, amongst the clergy and amongst the laity. I feel that every place we've been, there's somebody we can go back and can be friends with. Don't have to be the pastor, but can just be ourselves and enjoy it. The memories of the places we've been, some beautiful places, scenery we've seen, places we probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. And a sense of being faithful to my calling, that not always been in the prestigious church, but I've always tried to do the best that I can to bring the word and to share the word and to help people to understand their ministry and their mission. That's pretty much what I bring. One story that always stands out to me goes back to our first appointment out of seminary. We were in Hardin County down on the Ohio River in a little town called Rosiclare. And in 4 years there, I had one person who came to the door and said, "I'm needing funds. I'm traveling through and passing through town." And I just looked at him in the eye and I said, "Sir, if you're in Rosiclare, you're either lost or you want to be here. But you're not going to pass through no matter what you do." I always held that up. Sometimes we just are lost. And nothing against Rosiclare. Rosiclare is a beautiful place. But it's not some place that one would go to intentionally. Other stories just revolve around friendships, relationship. And we remember community events, remember some good times and some bad times. Certain weddings and certain funerals stand out. But those are my stories. The person's beginning their ministry, I would say to go to your appointment with a sense of anticipation. Go expecting to have a good ministry. I have, on a couple of occasions, followed pastors who made it clear, not just by their actions, but by their words, that they didn't want to be in that setting. One who said he felt he was being wasted in that particular setting, and then who wondered why they didn't have a good ministry there. Well, I'm not real smart, but I can give you a couple of clues. I would say to those who are going to new ministries, to decide to love the people you serve. You may not like all of them. They won't all like you. But be intentional about seeing them as God's children. And being intentional about being in ministry, not so much to them as with them. And make the most of the opportunities you have. Don't look forward to something you're hoping to go to or looking back. I remember Bishop White, when he was our bishop at appointment time, the end of conference, would always say, "Just remember, your last appointment was never as good as you remember it." And I would say that your next appointment is not going to be any better. Just basically enjoy where you are and make the most of it. I would say that one of the things that I have always felt and hasn't always been understood and appreciated by people in churches I've served is that I'm not there to do everything for you. I'm there to help facilitate you to be in ministry. And it's amazing when you get a hold of a group of people who want to be involved, who want to do things, and you give them the freedom to do things. It's amazing what they can do. The thing that best brings that to mind to me is the community meals at Arthur. We started those in 2009. We were going to do them for the 6 weeks of Lent. We're still doing them. We served over 15,000 meals last year. Donation basis. If you can afford to give something, fine. If you can't, that's fine. If you can afford and don't want to, that's fine. We don't care. We feed to people who come because they're physically hungry, people who are hungry for attachment, people who come and just use it as a time of fellowship. We have people from other churches in town, in the community, who come and help us prepare and serve and clean up, who give of themselves every week. And it's just an example, again, of what can happen when people are given the freedom to say, here's how we feel we want to be in ministry. And you say, go for it. In retirement, we're going against the advice of those who know better. We are purchasing a home in Arthur. We intend to stay there. I told Bruce, who's following us, that we found one that had the ideal location. It was halfway between the parsonage and the church. But unfortunately for him, that house has been sold to someone else. We look forward to remaining active in the community. We'd like to do some traveling. We'd like to catch up with some friends, family, people we haven't seen for some time, haven't been able to spend time with. If time and funds permit, I may take some golf lessons just to learn how to play that stupid game I've been trying to play for several years. I play at it. I have a theory that when I pay my greens fees, it entitles me to see the course. And I see places the greenskeepers don't know exist. But mainly we just intend to enjoy life and to live it as best we can. As I said, I'm a man of few words. That's all I got for you, kid.